Cheer.
Cheers.
And Roebuck. I don't know why I say that. Somebody says cheers and I go Roebuck, but nobody gets that
Oh,
joke.
that's funny.
I'm so old. I'm so very old.
Yeah, but I understand it, so that's how old I am.
Well, let's start with Jennifer, who's here. Jennifer, congratulations. This movie, just honestly, it scares the hell out of me because it could happen. I mean, it's one of those things where you go, well, it's not that far off the mark.
Yeah, I was stalked, so I understand that aspect of it very well. When I lived in Los Angeles as a young actor, I was stalked. And not by anybody I knew, somebody who saw me in a window putting on some lipstick and just became fixated.
Is that the norm, though? I mean, Claudia, you're in the public eye a lot. Do guys look at your picture and then all of a sudden think that they're in your life?
It's definitely changed. I won't lie. Like ever since I got married, it's a lot easier to navigate. But before that, yeah, it would be people, who would like my photo and be like, let's get a drink this sometime. I'm like, that's not how it works. Like, you don't know me. Like, you think you know me, but you don't know me. You know a photo that I uploaded. It's definitely gotten easier to navigate. But yeah, I mean, people think they know you when they see you on social media.
And that is obviously, I mean, the movie is about the psychology of one of the points is the psychology of stalking. We've had horrendous things happen to our actresses and actors over the years because of this, but it's not taken seriously, is it?
I think it's taken seriously when it happens, the same way everything sort of works. It's like until it happens, people don't really take it seriously. I mean, look at everything that's happening in the world. People wait till it happens to them and then they get serious. So I think it's the same thing with this.
Samantha, tell me a little bit about putting the film together. I mean, you're a producer.
Yes, I'm a producer on the film. Honestly, this movie was about putting together Jennifer's vision. She has a cast of players that she works with. And so I think a lot of films, you end up family by the end of it. And this one, we really started as a family. So we all went into it knowing each other, knowing we were going to have a great time together and putting the film together. So it was a 18-day shoot, low budget indie film. There was really no room for error. We just run and gun and make it happen.
But that's filmmaking. I mean, isn't it? I mean, that's the heart and soul of filmmaking.
That's what makes it fun, is you're just go, go, go. And I'm just so proud of what we made together.
Claudia, your performance in this is the glue that holds everything together. You did, for an 18-day shoot, you did an amazing job in understanding the character and in showing us the flaws where the story takes place. It is a beautiful psychological statement by you. So tell me a little bit about how you got into the character and what is your character all about?
Thank you so much, by the way. I did a lot of research for like all of Maree. I wanted her to be a 3D character because, most people that you see online and influencers are 2D. As much as they say that they're showing the real them, they're not. So I did a lot of research when it came to the influencer side of it all. I asked a few of my influencer friends who have like over 100K followers. I was asking what goes into your outfit of the day shoots and your street style. How long does it take to prep? Like, what's the collaboration effort and process like? So it was definitely huge to see that because it's a full-time job. Like, that's what they do for a living. And then when it comes to the other side of Maree, like the psychological side, I talked to a lot of experts about it. I didn't want it to be obvious, like a lot of whodunits are. We want to like take you guys on this journey, and I'm really excited to show you everyone about it.
Because it's psychological and because it's a thriller, it goes into that genre. Jennifer, your actors have to be spot on. Otherwise, it doesn't work. I mean, you kind of allude to a suspense, but when you really have them understanding these characters like you did, it all goes to your direction. You're the captain of this boat, and you did great in this
Thank
film.
you. Thank you. Yeah, well, my background is I was an actor to start. I then went to teach. I taught for about, I don't know, 10 years off and on, 5 years solid. And from that, I just sort of sprung into directing because, I believe that it all begins with the acting. I'm an actor's director. And I hire a lot of people around me who are experts in what they do. Especially, I had a fantastic female DP on this. Her name was Julia Swain. So it was sort of like a girl's,
Sure.
endeavor. And to me, that's the most important element because that's where I come from. I don't know 100% about lenses and angles and things like that. Only from an actor's point of view. I began as a stage director, so that's sort of like where that began. With working with actors, and so that's the most exciting part. And being able to cast people that I know necessarily wouldn't get that big break. I love to give that big break. I find talent and I say, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put them in the forefront because somebody else is going to make them wait too long. So that's what it was like for me with Claudia. I just wanted to put her out there.
Over the last week or two, I've interviewed, Dave Franco and just yesterday, Peter Facinelli. Both are coming out with suspense thrillers and both did a very good job because they were actors first and understood how to give their actors time, how to create a character. Did you work with Claudia closely on that?
Yeah, I mean, we work very closely in all aspects of this film. But Claudia does a lot of homework. She has a very strong work ethic, unlike a lot of, unfortunately for me, a lot of young actors who, it's why I stopped teaching because I couldn't take it anymore. This instant gratification, this instant celebrity. I was like, oh my God, you didn't get a job. It's my fault because, you walked in the room and since I'm your teacher now, it's all on me. So with Claudia,
Wow.
it was so, yeah, no, that's
Pressure at all.
What?
No pressure whatsoever.
No pressure, yeah. But Claudia came fully equipped. I mean, we did a lot of work together, but I didn't have to tell her to do anything. I didn't have to tell her to go study influencers. That was something she did. I didn't have to tell her to talk to people, in the world, the psychological world that she lived in, the character lived in. I didn't have to. She just did it. And that's a blessing because a lot don't.
Samantha, as a producer of the film, I mean, COVID hits, you're in the middle of this and you're promoting a film. How did that affect the movie being seen and being, sent out there? I mean, I'm sure it was devastating.
It was in a way, but it also is a testament to the strength of our team. I feel like we all kind of came together, we put our brains together. How can we get this movie out here and get it seen? How can we give it its due? Because obviously not having a theatrical release isn't ideal. But I think that the fact that the film is such a social media driven film and the fact that now we get to really market it on social media has maybe become a blessing. I think we're all kind of looking at it that way. And the marketing campaign, we do have this DieRy monologue challenge on Instagram, and all of these creative things have come out of it that wouldn't have, I think, if COVID had not hit.
Claudia, you've got really a very strong female character here. I think that's incredible, to have. I think a lot of women are looking to movies, for those characters, to say, hey, look, I'm not alone. This woman can overcome this. I can do that. But the movie isn't really, how can I put this without sounding like a man, but it's not geared for that. That was the evolution of your character became that. This wasn't written as let's make women empowered.
Absolutely. I think, obviously Maree does get her do in the end, and you realize that the strength she had all along. And I think that's something that a lot of women need to know. Like, you don't need a man to come and save you. You can do it yourself. Like, you are powerful, you have all the means, you are strong, and it's necessary for women to see, especially in, you know, psychological thrillers, horrors, whatever. It's always the woman's the damsel in distress and she needs saved. And I love that we could use this film to be showing that women can do it themselves.
Jennifer, I'm going to give you kind of the last word here, because, you know, this is ultimately your vision too as a director. Getting a piece like this and seeing it evolve into a film has got to be like childbirth. I mean,
it is, yeah.
So I mean, how proud are you of this team, and will you be working with this team again?
Oh, we already did. We already did another movie.
What? Well, during this interview? That's amazing.
No, but this past summer, while we were prepping this movie, DieRy, we were shooting another movie that we're all involved in. Sam produced, wow. I'm in, Claudia's in, John produced. Yeah, and Matthew Berkowitz directed and wrote it, and he was Sam's partner in producing the movie. So
you kids.
Yeah, we they keep me young.
Well, listen, that's why that's why I'm in this business. I've been doing this 50 years, and I just love every day that I'm around creative people, because it does keep you young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, everyone, on DieRy. It is really one of those movies that people should just see. I don't know if they should see it alone, though. You know, you should maybe get the girls together, pour some wine, have some cheese, and just get scared.
In the fun way.
In a very, very fun way. Claudia, it's a pleasure to meet you. Samantha, and wow, you're like, Claudia, you're the luckiest girl in the world. You're married to John Buffalo Mailer. I mean, wow.
I know. I got lucky.
Well, yeah, but he got luckier. But we'll just
yes.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you so much, Tony.
This celebrity interview is sponsored by...
I'm Annette Civarella with Pia Anderson Moss Hoyt, Utah's leading entertainment law firm, serving clients nationwide. We provide solid, attentive representation, focusing on minimizing risk, reducing cost, and protecting the reputation and privacy of our clients. Our goal is to provide you with the legal representation you need to make the right decisions and to protect you and your creative works. Call or email me for a free consultation.